Recently, Christy and I took our 7 and 4-year-old grandsons to the rock climbing gym, and I was struck by how fearless they both were. Number one, in climbing up, both of them on their first climbs, even our 4-year-old climbed over 30 feet or so to the top of the wall. But if you've ever rock climbed, at least this has been my experience, and I'm afraid of heights. I don't actually mind going up, but there's a fear of coming back down, of falling. And there's an auto belay that you're connected to, which helps you fall, but there's a technique of learning how to kind of bounce off the wall and come down more safely and gently than you otherwise would. But that's a fearful thing. You'll see people who get up to the top and then they freeze because they're afraid to fall back down. And my grandsons were just as fearless about falling as they were about climbing. They enjoyed the fall, which maybe teaches us something, I don't know. But there was an experienced climber there who took note of that and said they are well on their way to becoming good climbers. They'll learn how to climb well precisely because they're not afraid to fall. And that's not the case for me. I had to take note of that wisdom because I am a perfectionist and I don't want to fall or fail. I suspect none of us really want to. But I also can acknowledge in my own life of many fallings and failures that it's oftentimes in the moments of falling that I have come to great learning and some growth in my life. In the Psalms, in Psalm 118, the psalmist sings about this sacred gift that reaches out to us in our fallings. When we're hard-pressed and falling, there's something sacred that reaches out to us all so that we can rise again and rise again wiser than before. And within all that is a holy invitation to pause and to pray today. Maybe to acknowledge our fear of failure, our fear of falling, if you're like me, and just honestly offer that to the divine, to God. But also to reflect on times when we have fallen on our journeys and where we encountered that same gift that my grandsons encountered in their trust in the auto belay, or the psalmist discovered and sang about in Psalm 118. That there is something sacred and holy that really does reach for us when we are falling, even in the midst of all of our fear. And it's because of that we are ultimately able to rise again, wiser than before. God's peace and blessings to you all.